So the frogs. Let's push the frogs right into the pool.
There you go. Push the frogs into the pool, indeed.
And
Oh,
then see if
that's
they can jump out and and
jump out.
see what kind of charges they want to start out with and all that kind of stuff. But I'm sure
Oh,
that first they'll want to have one of those long consultations that they're so famous for.
yes, we need to talk with Charles de Gaulle. So,
Yes, that'll work
Oh,
too.
yeah, he'll really help.
Uh,
Charles
all
didn't get a
right.
whole lot of fighting in.
no,
Uh,
he did more talking, I think.
yes. Well, talking can worse sometimes.
That doesn't hurt, I suppose.
All right, Dave, you want to talk about our situation?
Sure. We can go do that.
All right,
Okay,
I'll see you in the
don't be too
headquarters.
long, gentlemen.
He'll
Okay.
come looking for you.
Good.
Exactly.
Let's see, where are we doing? Well, I gotta figure out where to go here. All right. Down the
Yeah. Tactics. Tactics in the yes. This guy is well thought of. He also wrote a Civil War book,
Oh, okay.
and it's pretty well thought of too. Excuse me. Well, well, I look every day out. I look gaze out into my gate and see is there a package out there or not. No, there's not a package.
Oh, from Clash of Arms.
Yeah.
No, not yet. Not yet. I think, as I said, I think he was anticipating starting to ship stuff out this week. So probably sometime in the next week and a half or so. Hopefully, you'll get something beautiful. So,
Well, I'm sure I'm at the top of his list right after you, but you've already received yours.
well, I just got a sort of an expedited sample set. So it doesn't include it doesn't have everything in it. He didn't have the
Yeah.
scenario booklet printed yet when he sent it to me.
Hmm.
So I just have a PDF of the scenario booklet that I was able to post, some video on for that preview video. Um, so I've got that, and so that's the only thing that I don't have. Oh, and he didn't have any of the charts. So he didn't have any of the combat train charts or any of that stuff. Um,
Hmm.
so he'd sent Paul and I a copy to kind of proofread there before he sent it off to the printer. So we did get a chance to kind of look at that. Most of it, for the most part, is just stuff from Lenny that's been updated. So a lot of the stuff, the changes that he made with Lenny, um, with terrain and fire values and things like that, are just carried over to the Mont Saint Jean um, charts, from what I
Hmm.
could tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Oh, good.
yeah, so at some point in time I'll try to get those missing pieces from him, and I was thinking to try to. I'm in the process of editing a video about Heilsberg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I will be hopefully able to post that here sometime in the next, well, before the end of the week, I hope. And then what else? And then I was going to start working on um, a video on our little gameplay of Mont Saint Jean 2 that we did at Consim in 2019. So I still
Oh
have
my
that.
gosh. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's going back
I
in
put
time.
together a bunch of stuff that I wrote up for it to post to the Consim page, and
Hmm.
for whatever reason I couldn't upload it. So I figured, well, I will just try to
Save it for the event.
yeah, do a little after action type of a thing. So, but that's about it. So we'll see what comes along. But hopefully we'll have some nice, so far everything looks really nice from what they put together with the materials for the game.
Mhm. Let's see, raised roads. What are these raised roads? I'm looking.
Yeah, so they don't block line of sight. So the little slopes here are so shallow they don't block line of sight. The
Yeah.
one thing that's important is if we have any of our units that are in any of our Austrian or Hungarian units are in a town, their defensive fire is improved by, I think, 50%.
Oh, really? I wonder. Oh.
Yeah.
Austrian troops. Okay.
And
Let's see. Special.
The little
Yeah.
Flyvegger don't get that bonus.
Yeah, I don't see that the slopes do absolutely anything.
Well, the only thing is they do slow you down slightly. So I think the infantry pay +1 going up or down a slope, and the cavalry pay +2, artillery pay +3.
Oh, yeah.
So it
Oh, yeah,
really
there you
does
go. That's about all
really
they do.
only seem to affect the ups and
Movement.
downs of stuff.
Yeah.
So they only
Okay.
affect movement. They don't seem to. They don't. There's no benefit of line of sight or elevation or any of that stuff.
Austrian Jaeger, Austrian infantry in general order in towns and hamlets fire at 150% of printed. Okay.
And their
All
morale
right.
is improved by +2.
Okay. All right. Good.
Now the Freiwäger, theirs
Freiberger.
yeah, theirs is worse by 2.
Freiberger. Charles Legion.
If that's
And the
that's
FC
if they're in a
Freiberger.
town. That's if they're in a town. If they're in a village or hamlet, they don't care so much. There's probably fewer. And then you've got
Really
the
good.
Austrian Carnival Freikorps. So
Oh,
that's the one that looks like they've got a hussar.
yeah.
The Austrian Carnival Veal.
I'm just going to march him right in.
May retreat before melee from all infantry types, including skirmishers. May not attempt to voluntarily change formation in the enemy phase. They cannot go into mass. They may not enter towns because of concerns of their history of looting. Always important to know.
All right. I got to get the rest of the rules back out. I've only got the charts. I've got the charts and the scenario information handy right now.
Yeah, well, you can grab.
I don't have well, I do have something. I have this, no, that's 8 special terrain, but I don't have any. Oh, okay. All right, I have most of this stuff.
Do you have your fire and melee table?
Well,
You want to
fire
get
and melee.
the
I've
one
got
the one that's in the module is an older
Yeah,
one. So
we're using the Berlin one, aren't we?
yeah, use the one for Berlin. That's the most up to date.
Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah,
I've
well,
got
and the
that.
one from Bautzen is the same. That they didn't change between Berlin and.
Yeah, I've got the. Well, I've got the Pruss one here. That's not the one we want.
No, the Pruss one and the earlier ones had some weird things, so stuff didn't quite match up with the.
I must have left this over at. I must have left it over at John's.
How is
My
John doing? Are you guys still
we're doing Gross Beeren.
okay?
We're locked in Mortal Kombat.
Were you playing the Prussians or the French?
I'm playing the French.
Okay. Well, were you able to get into Grossbeeren before the Prussians, or
Mm,
you're trying to get in now?
no, I wasn't.
Okay.
John came out. He didn't wait in the town to. He came out, and we're fighting. I'm about 4 hexes away from the town,
Okay.
but we're fighting out in the clear there.
Okay.
So I have kind of a line. I've got a line between the swamp and the some woods
Right.
there, and then it goes down where I'm facing off against him on New Baron as well. With my Saxons are basically facing New Baron, and my French are advancing on Gross Baron.
Okay. Were you able to get
So
into New Baron, or he's got both of them?
no, I didn't get into it before him.
Oh my gosh,
So
that's a real shame.
yeah. I don't know why, because I got in before Mark, but I didn't get in before John. I can't. John came out and he was real aggressive on the road with the Saxons and so forth,
Right.
fighting them. And I don't think, I think he came out and just set up a roadblock with small units that fought with me across the road. I couldn't get in there before I don't know what I did wrong, but I didn't do as well as I did against Mark in getting into the town.
Yeah. Well, I noticed that well, I don't know. I noticed that the map, the final version of the map that shipped, was different than the version of the map that Jim and I were playtesting on. It didn't
Oh,
have that clump of woods between New Baron and Gross Baron. That was all
hmm
just wide open terrain.
oh
Um,
yeah. I'm using that to kind of, uh, you know, as a kind of a place to launch my attack on Grossbeer.
yeah, well, and that certainly makes a difference. I had to like try to rush my cavalry up the road and stuff like that to slow him down because I think he only had. I mean, I think the French had two better cavalry units than the Prussians. The Prussians
Yeah,
had some
yeah, they do have two. They
lancers
have
and stuff.
two.
Yeah,
They had two big ones, and the Prussians have more. They had some Lancer type,
right.
uh,
Yeah,
small Lancer type
yeah. So I kind of
units.
rushed them
They had
aside.
more of them.
Yeah. Oh, they had some more. Okay. Yeah.
They
So.
had more of them than I had.
Oh, okay.
So I had the two big ones, but they had a lot of little ones,
Okay.
or more little ones. I don't
Yeah.
know. It
They.
couldn't have played that different.
Yeah. Well, and that's always the challenge between when, with the different playtesting versions of it, and then the final version. They make some adjustments based on stuff. In fact, speaking of which, did you send your questionnaire sheet into Dennis?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, I got to do that
Oh,
too.
okay. I don't even know where that. I didn't even know I gotten one.
Yeah,
Thanks for
he
reminding
sent
me.
an email. Oh gosh, maybe it was a week and a half after Dallas, with a little
Hmm.
attachment, a questionnaire. Um, so take a look and see if you have it. Otherwise, I will send you a copy.
Okay. All right. I will.
So,
All
all right. Well, our
Here they
questionnaires,
are.
they're back.
I got one question. Yep, I got one
Sure.
question, or two questions actually.
right. Mhm.
A reaction charge. Oh, never mind. That doesn't even matter. You can't do that anyways. And okay. Um, a charge through. If I were to charge through artillery, limbered,
So if you charge through artillery, what about it?
is it allowed? Can I go right through the limbered artillery?
So this would be in stacking, and let's in stacking. I know that if you went over the top of, um, infantry, formed infantry, you'd have to make a morale check.
Right.
But I don't know that you have the same issue with artillery because it's just a matter of what the stacking limit is. So let's take a look here real quick. Stacking.
Okay, it says horse artillery may be ignored for movement conflicts with cavalry.
Right. So if it's
But
horse artillery, then you can move over the top of it. If it's not horse artillery, then it's going to be foot artillery, in which case then you'd have to make morale checks for a stacking violation.
okay, that's foot artillery. All right.
Yeah, I don't know where you're at, but so this artillery that's out here that's foot artillery,
Yeah,
right?
that's
And I don't know where there's any horse artillery on the map, French horse artillery that I can see.
Yeah.
My big question is, do the Austrians have their third COVID shot? Because the French
Have they had their
Fourth.
COVID shot?
Yeah, I have my fourth.
Yeah,
I have my fourth now.
Oh my God.
I think the Austrians probably had their first Sputnik shot.
We're going to be using biological
they're
warfare
doing-
to defeat us, Robert.
I'll go get some shot glass and start taking some shots if it'll help you guys.
Okay, yeah.
Take some
You
Austrian
could do that
shots.
for us.
There you go.
I'll take some schnapps or
Every
something.
time that there's you roll a 66,
Mhm.
you have
Take
to
a schnapps.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to take a shot.
Or some Jaeger, what do they call it? Jägermeister, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I guess the French would be doing cognac. So
Yeah, there's weenies.
Yes. Well, Robert and I have gotten schnockered on any number of drinks. I think Jägermeister, we had that a few times, much to our great sadness. And what else?
we could have a long discussion about brandy.
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started. So
As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go get a liqueur, guys. Before,
okay,
yeah,
go ahead and mark your
I don't think
charges.
that
If you've
I
got
don't think the
charges,
charge is coming at me, is it? Coming at Eric, I think, right?
No, it's
You've
hard.
got to mark your charges.
Got a couple charges coming out.
Where, let's see. Oh, couple of charges.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I'll wait around for that.
All right.
I'll wait till the movement.
So,
Don't see anything marked so far.
I'm just counting, right? It was 7,
He's doing his arithmetic.
14. Yes. Okay. So, yeah. So we got a charge. Charge. Oh, no. That's a change label. Where's the charge thing? Is there a charge thing? Nope. That's never mind. Okay. Unit. Change label. Charge. There's one.
Okay, so you've got
Oh,
some heavies.
let's put it on top. You're hiding it down there.
Trying to get it to come
There
up
we
out
go.
here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to clone it and actually put one on here and one on here.
He's a heavy. He keeps hiding them.
They're not hidden.
He's got
There's
two.
one-
There's
one
only
there.
two that I can tell, right?
The one there.
Yeah.
So far.
There we go. There we go.
How does this?
How does what work?
How's it going to work with me if I'm moving away from your infantry there? That infantry coming up by the road.
For move.
So if you move your cavalry, so say this guy here, you're going to move him back away from me. You just have I just have an opportunity shot at you. That's all.
That's what I thought. Okay, and So then that one will have one too. That one will have one too.
Yeah, that's a good question. Is you're supposed when you charge, you're supposed to move into the hex immediately in front of you,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Well, he's not
So,
charging. He's just talking about how to extricate his cavalry.
okay. I thought he in this situation right here, he could not charge, right?
He could. He would just have to
Actually,
select the unit that's
It charge
directly
right
behind
onto
him.
that guy.
Yeah.
I can only
Okay.
charge that mass right in front of
Yeah.
me, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. I think that's it for the charges at the moment.
Okay. So why don't you
Okay.
go ahead and move your little people? Move your charges. So move your
Little people, you're just
Yeah, that little people
again.
remark was kind of
I'm sorry.
belittling.
your
We're gonna
cardinal
have-
people. So there's
We're gonna have
one.
to.
You might,
We're gonna have to stop
Eric,
the game, and I'm
it-
talking to my lawyers.
Eric needs sensitivity training.
I think so.
3, 4,
He's hurt. He's hurt their feelings.
5,
6,
6,
7,
Okay,
8,
this-
7, 8.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh.
This is the target of my charge.
Okay.
Boing.
So move adjacent.
All right.
He's trying. Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to get some Kahlua, guys.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And
Be back.
this one here is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11, 12. This is the target.
Okay. I will try to opportunity charge you. So,
Hello?
or reaction charge, I should say. Here we go.
Charge, yeah.
Okay, we do it. So we will move forward 1 hex and meet you there.
They're tired doing it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm surprised you did not reaction charge me with the other one.
Let me ask.
Because I did 3 hexes in a straight line and get triple
That's
or double or whatever it is.
Sure.
Eric, I was going to ask you why you didn't countercharge.
For a
what
very
I-
simple reason. He's heavy cavalry, I'm light cavalry. So what happens is I just retreat away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I have more movement
yeah.
than him, I just move away.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
And he'll have to hit with somebody else.
no, he can move up and he can hit the battalion mass that's behind, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but he wouldn't get the bonus for that. So
Yeah. Just move away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, that's the 2 charge moves.
Okay, it's time for your movement. So, Robert, if you and I want to go into a separate little section, you and I can chat while you do your stuff. Let's go to game room 1.
Okay. Eric?
Yep, I'm here.
Again, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I thought we were playing if you texted me. So.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I forgot to. David had sent a note out on Discord, and I thought that it went to everybody, so it's my mistake.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Sorry.
you've got your masses of French infantry over here. So,
Yeah.
where do you want to
Those-
start moving?
Pretty
And
dead
for what
French, I think.
purpose?
All right. I'll start down in the south there.
Okay.
So I will move.
So you're south of the brickworks, or are you?
Mhm.
Okay.
South of the brickworks, yes.
Okay.
3, 6. There's nothing left of them. It's, all right.
You gonna throw Napoleon in again?
I'm concerned. So hold on. If
Napoleon
he
leads the
dies,
way.
doesn't really matter that until they change the rules. So that would be uh, 3. Four. And then let's see. Nesta is Aspern. It's like the Russian hordes just pouring into the town, and there's like nothing that I can do. It just has so many.
Well, I think
So
somebody had said that this was their first defeat. So
it was, yeah, it was
yeah,
Napoleon's first
Napoleon's
defeat.
first defeat.
But
Yeah.
okay, I can rotate without opportunity fire, right?
If you change,
I'm not
is it
changing my
infantry or
phase.
cavalry?
Infantry, I'm just changing one hex side, the orientation. That won't.
I think we talked about this. Let me see what it says. If you expend movement choice, change formation, or exit. Where's see?
It's not changing formations.
Anytime a combat unit expends movement points in a hex, which has enemy zone of control or influence. So changing your orientation cost 1
Yes.
movement point for infantry.
So
it
I'm
doesn't
stuck.
cost anything for cavalry.
Okay, that sucks. Okay, well then I can't do that. Then. Okay. So all my classes got shifted to online.
Oh, so did
yes.
you not have to? So, but you still went into school?
No, I don't have to go into school. Well, I have to go into school a certain amount of hours to get paid for being chair. So,
Oh,
but if you want to get together and play a game on I don't know. No, you teach on
so I'm
Fridays.
teaching out at Poly um, for the basically for the end of the rest of the month. So I can get together with you on a Sunday maybe.
That won't
Saturdays.
work. Sunday, Saturday. But just to the end of so in July.
In July, I'm done. So then I should have time available to do stuff in the.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's connect at the beginning of July and figure out a couple like Fridays or Saturday or Thursdays to get together.
Yeah, that would be
What do you,
great. Yeah, because I could come out and do
cool.
something, or you could come up and do something, whatever.
It all
Whatever.
comes down to my mom's probably moving to her new place in August.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that's going to keep you
So
busy.
that might, but we'll see. And then with the table, if you want the table, I think it's available, but you might have to fight Anne with bayonets over it. I'm not sure.
Well, if Anne wants it, she should take the table. If
I
she doesn't want it,
don't,
I will be
to
happy
tell you
to
the truth,
take it.
her dining room, I don't. Bill made a custom-made table on his own, which is the most beautiful table I've ever seen.
Oh,
He
so
just,
why would she want? Why would
I
she
don't,
want Carol's table?
I don't think so. So I think it's yours. And you just have to
Okay.
come down and get
Well, you
it.
could use it as a basis for your homeless shelter.
There you
There's
go.
enough wood in that thing.
Oh yeah, we could build the ark with that.
There you go.
So look at that. And got what sucks. I could still move over them, right?
Who?
I can just move over any unit I want. It's not
Yeah,
going to
as long
cause
as
them.
you don't. I mean, you can't move. You can't move to like exceed stacking limits. Um, but you can move over stuff as long as it's not going over the stacking limit. It's not going to
And
trigger
so
a morale check, and as long as it's not,
no,
cavalry moving over the top of infantry that's not in
no,
skirmish.
no.
Yeah.
So again, in general order, I can attack out of what the first
In
three
general
hexes.
order, you've got it's
I've
all
got a
front
front,
except for one rear.
just the
So
rear.
just
Okay,
yep,
I
all you've got
understand.
is one single rear. Yep.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so we'll move these guys here, and then we have those guys. Oh, suicide. I can. They survive. Oh, this is-
Oh, those brave lads.
they are, and Napoleon's going to.
Make it an extra tempting target.
Yes, why not? We need to do something to mix this up because it's not looking all that good. Okay, and I need to clear this out, so I'm going to go. Do six. So it's right there. Go.
So those guys can't move into the swamp. Only skirmishers can move into the swamps.
Hold on. Wow.
So these guys here can't move into the swamp hexes.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so both of these hexes can't be occupied. So we'll move these guys back here. And then these guys instead will go here. Those guys would go 1, 2. What's the goal stacking in woods? Oh, it's still only 1 infantry battalion.
Yeah, you can only have 1 battalion in the woods or
Okay.
in the.
Then I just can move them back there. All right. So then those are. This one. So you still want the table and the chairs and everything?
I don't know about the chairs, but definitely the table.
Could you like take the tables and the chairs and then say goodbye to the chairs? Some other way?
Yeah, well, I'll take a look. It's been a while since I've seen the chairs. I mean, I've got a bunch of old chairs that from my grandmother's table that need to get
They weigh a ton, and I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Were there 8 chairs?
I think there's 6.
6. Okay, well that's not so bad.
You could check the china cabinet too.
Oh my God, I don't need a china cabinet. We got
And
rid
then
of the one we had.
You could take it all together and make a boat.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
The
That
art.
china cabinet was massive.
No, that thing is massive. No, but if you could take, well, we'll just talk about it later when it
Yeah.
happens. We're still not sure. The sad thing is, I think we're waiting for somebody to die. So that's the sad thing about these things, right?
Yeah.
It's just like you can't move in until somebody croaks.
Oh, so she's not. It's not guaranteed that she's going to move in August.
No, they just said, well, it might be,
Yeah.
and the connotation is the person's like,
Oh, the person the apartment she'd be taking. That person is moving on in one way or another.
yes, they're moving from their little small apartment to the great apartment in the sky.
The great apartment in the sky. Ah, well.
Okay.
So go we
Well,
all.
Yes.
Well, are you done moving? Can I start shooting?
No. Hold on. Got more stuff. Got Napoleon doing something. I need to move 1, 2, 3. There, 2. And yeah. Guys, 1, 2.
Reshuffling the deck chairs on the Titanic, it looks like.
Yeah. I listened to this really great our fake history about the Titanic. And it just made me rethink. The guy went into how Ismay, remember Ismay?
Right.
The guy who supposedly told the Captain Smith to increase the speed of the Titanic.
Right.
Yeah, that's like maybe totally false.
Ah.
And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that he like brought up, questioning a lot of the narrative that surrounds what happened really with the Titanic.
Cool.
It still stank and a lot of people died, but how it's been remembered might be wrong, and how James Cameron kind of remembered.
Well, that's the way it is with most movies. There's a certain amount of, stuff that's created about it. So, All
Okay.
right.
So I'm gonna move those two, and then these guys will go across the river and through the woods. So that will be
Where are
across
you
the
at?
stream woods. That's 2 + 3. That's 5. So here, uh, 5,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
7.
Well, and that's 8 because it costs 3 to move through the woods. So,
No, no, the
am I
woods
looking at
is
this wrong?
3.
Woods infantry costs
So
3,
and
and
it's
going across the stream is +2. So it costs you 5 to go from there to there,
oh, you're right.
and
You're right.
then it
You're right.
would cost you another 3. It would cost you 8. He's only got a movement of
You're
7.
right. You're right.
So
My eyes were looking at the garden.
well,
Okay.
they're special. Who are those? The Baden-Württemberg Hessens? No, they're Baden. So maybe they have special treaded boots.
Okay.
So
Yeah, they probably do. So I'll move that disordered unit out of the garden into the town. So there's a little bit more room behind there.
sure.
And I have those guys all set up, and then everybody else is, well, questionable.
Okay.
Okay. That's
Can
the
I start
best I.
shooting?
You want to shoot?
I do
You
want
don't
to
have to
shoot.
shoot anything. You could
Well,
just
it's
pass
more
the
it's
shooting.
more fun this way.
You will not sleep.
I see. All right. Well, let's start down here in the little swampy section. So this chap here, I'm sure he's a 5, so 5 to 12. So it's a 1 to 3 shot, and that's a miss. And then this guy here can fire. I think he's only got 1 increment left, so that's going to be a 1 to 3 shot as well. And that's a miss. All right, then we've got Hiller, and we've got 40 to your defense of 10. So that's
Yeah,
going
4
to
to
be
1 shifted
4 to
to
1
5
shifted to
to 1
5 to 1.
with a +2.
Yeah, we will go ahead and roll the dice, see what we get. 23. That's just going to be a single hit at 5 to 1.
I feel comfortable with that.
As well you should.
I feel, especially with Napoleon there. Where is the unit? Increments. There we go. The cannonball.
All right, then let's move up here a little bit, and we'll have these guys all combine on that chap there. So this is
I
going
kind
to
of
be
had that feeling.
4,
A lot against.
and probably another 4 for this chap here. Oh, he's 5, he's 9, and who are these guys? They're Hungarians. Yeah, so I got 14, so it's a 1 to 1 shot on this chap here.
Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, they're 112.
Well, that's a miss. That's the story of our life. It looks real good, and then it all goes to pieces. Okay, all right. Then here I've got these guys shooting here. So that guy's worth 4. He's worth 8. This guy's worth 4. That's 12. Plus another 12. Plus another 12. So I've got 36 to, what's your fire defense in the town?
12.
Okay. No, it's 14. So, oh no, that's
No.
no, you're right. Yeah, you're in general order. I thought I was looking.
You got 3 to 1.
I was looking at the skirmish. So 3 to 1, no pluses, no minuses. 13. That's probably a miss at 3 to 1. Yep. We haven't learned how to shoot. That's it for
Oh my God! I only lost 1 increment.
Yeah, only 1.
Like I was expecting disaster though.
Yep. So it's now your offensive fire, because I don't have anything else that's adjacent.
Okay.
So where do you want to start?
We'll start in the down.
Down in the swamp. Okay.
Yeah.
So that guy's got probably 3. He's got 9. This other guy's got 9. So you've got 18. And I think my defense in the woods is 10, so you've got 1.5 to 1.
1.5 to 1. Ah, that's a hit.
That is a hit, a palpable hit on our
They're,
friendly
they're half
neighborhood
dead.
Hungarians. They have to make a
Right.
morale check with a -6 for being half dead. 44, 34. They're still going to stick around. Yeah,
Oh, they
31.
like it.
Okay,
Ooh, that's close, though.
it was close.
All right. These guys, I think, only have half left, too. Yeah. 3, that's 9 to, what's in this one?
9 to, I think, 14 in the swamp. No, 9 to 12. So
9 to 12.
just roll your dice, see what you get. No, that was David's roll.
I'll take David's roll.
Yeah,
That's
sure. We just look at whoever's got the better roll.
fine. Whoever clicks first. That would be interesting. Yeah, because these guys are in skirmish. I couldn't use them in a. No, they're going across the river to assault too, so that's great. Okay.
Yeah, that's
16.
a miss. Okay.
No, I like David's better. And then we'll have these guys. Oops, these guys fire against your guys.
Okay.
That's probably a 6 to.
Yeah, it's like a 6 to
1?
8 or something. So
Yeah,
you can't
okay.
actually hit the
do
thing.
anything then.
No.
Okay. And then, so can these guys? They can assault your guys in the guard.
Yeah, they,
right?
they can both fire on that guy. So those two can combine and shoot there.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll have these two guys.
So you've probably got 12 to 10. So it's a 1-to-1 shot.
Yeah. Let me see. Those guys are 7s.
7s. Okay. So, I mean, unless the other guy is an 8 now. So it's
Oh, they're
13 to
13.
10. So it's a 1-to-1.
1-to-1.
And that's a miss.
We tried. And then these guys here, they're 6. So we could do a 6 to 10. Or these guys are in the open.
So they're going to have a
They're-
defense of
8? They're in
No,
line.
they'll have a defense of 7.
artillery?
So it's normally it's 9, but it's -2 because they've got artillery stacked with them. So they got a defense of 7. So I don't know what your guy shoots at, but it's probably if it's a
So
7,
it's
it's a 1-to-1.
1 to 1. No, it's 1 to 1.5.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we'll shoot at those guys.
Okay. No.
No. So nobody else. That's
All
it for
right.
me.
Do you have any melee?
Oh yeah, of course. Well, if I do 1 melee, I can't include the units that won in 1 melee.
So the guys that fired have to attack where they fired,
They
right?
fired. Okay.
Yeah.
So Napoleon is going, and his bunch are going to go after your artillery.
Okay. So you've
And
got
then
7
these
increments
two-
versus 4 increments. So on the odds modifier, that is a 1-to-1. So you'll have a -3. I'll have a +3. So I have altogether a +5. So I'll roll 35. So I pass.
Okay.
And
I have
you're
a
going to
plus
pass
18.
automatically as well because you've got Napoleon there.
So I'd have a +15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd have a yeah. So there's no way they can fail.
Okay.
So they're going to pass. So now what we do is we just do our numbers. So you're going to have whatever 7 factors of your infantry
Okay.
are worth versus mine.
Okay, so worth 2 each.
So he's 18. So it's about
So wait, you can see when I flip something over?
yeah.
I thought you couldn't see what I do when I flip
I
something over.
can't flip your guys over. But if you flip them over, I can see what they are, right?
Oh,
I mean, look, I
that's-
can see what's on your skirmishers here, right? I can see what, and you can see what's on my skirmishers, right? You can see what's on my leader and my stuff here. So, of course.
So they should make it more interesting and just take us for the word. I think my guy's worth actually 24. Okay, so 18.
Yeah, so, you're
that
about 2 less. So you'd say you're about 16. You know, maybe 15 at the mess, and I've got 6. So you're going to be at 2.5 to 1. And you've got a plus 12 for Napoleon. So 2.5 to 1 with a plus 12.
That's a nice one. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Roll an 11 or 12 and make me laugh. 34. That's going to be a 44. That's going to be a 54. So at 2.5 to 1, that's a DD. So if we take a look here on the chart, defending unlimbered artillery, a DD 21. Batteries disorder in place.
What does that mean?
That means I put a disorder marker on them. Okay.
Unlimbered, good order.
All right. Are you doing other evil things?
Oh, okay. That means if they fire again, they're halved, right?
Yeah. So during the offensive fire phase, they will be halved.
Oh, okay. Well, I might not have to worry too much about that then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I couldn't have taken them out anyways, could I?
No, you would have had to have gotten better odds.
No, but I can't from 1 hex, so
Exactly.
and there's
a
2
reason
hex
why I parked them there.
those guys. Well, I mean, unless you retreat them, then they might be dead in the next turn.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got these 2 guys. So we got 8 plus.
You've got 8 plus 6. You've got 14.
14.
And I've got 6. So you're at 2 to 1. So there's no pluses, no minuses. So make a morale check for the first guy.
Okay, for these guys, they're happy.
Okay.
For the second set, they're happy.
They're happy. All right. So now you just do your mathematics here.
We've got 20. Guys, 19. They've already lost 2. Already 16. So that's 36.
And I've got 14. So you've got
2.5 to 1.
You've got 36, really?
Mhm. Yeah, because the one's worth 20, the other one's worth 16.
Well, he's lost 2 increments.
Yeah. Well, it's worth 19.
Right, so
So are they
19 divided by 8 equals 2.37 times 6. That's 14. So you've got 14 plus, so yeah, you got 34, did you say?
30. Well, I went to 36, but 34
it's 34.
to what?
So it's 34 to 14.
28. And
So you got, it's 2 to 1.
2.5 to 1. Yeah,
So 2 to 1, and I got my leader there is going to subtract 1 from your roll, so it's a 2 to 1 with a minus 1.
No, but you have how much?
I have 14.
Half of 14 is 7, so that's 31. So that's 2.5 to 1.
No.
Because I have 35. I have 35 and you have 14. even 35 would be.
It's not 35. You have 34.
Well, no, you have 14, right? So 7, 14, 28, and half of 14 is 7. That's you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just a 2 to 1 with a minus 1.
Okay.
So roll your dice, see what you get.
Oh,
That's going to
that's as
be
bad.
a 12. 2 to 1, that is a bounce.
One and
A blank is 2. All attacking and defending units retreat 1 hex. No losses for either. So you've got to retreat back.
okay.
And
There we
then
go.
I retreat back.
And are
there
we
you go.
disordered? No, nothing. We're just. That's it.
That's it. So if you're done with the melee, then we would have
That's
the
it.
recovery phase.
So we have these guys here. So that's 3. So it's 0.
So minus 3 for disorder, plus 3 for Bertrand. So it's a wash. So just roll and see what you get. 21.
That's not good, probably.
They're gonna rout.
Yeah, they're 22. Oh, damn. Okay. So they go half their
No, they're going to
movement, or
move their full movement.
2, 3, 4, or is it just hexes?
No, it's their regular movement during
2, 4,
during this
5,
one.
7. Okay.
So, Albert, it sounds like you and David
Yeah.
finished things up over there, or there's still stuff going on?
Yeah.
Well, we got our.
No, we're finished.
Well, we got
So
our melees to finish, but
Oh, okay.
because one was view,
What?
so
Okay.
So
Robert was doing reorganization. So, Robert, why don't you hold off on the reorganization until we conclude the melee? So, did you guys,
I got a
did
question.
you guys do the
I'll just
firing and
take
everything
this
else
one
over here?
back.
Yeah.
I'll just take
Yeah, we
this
did
one
it all.
back
He-
and put them back.
He had a great shot at you, but with artillery at point blank, but he missed.
Well, that's
What-
the
Yeah.
way it works. So,
yeah.
I got a question.
Yes.
What time are we at? We're at 9.
we are at this is
9
the-
o'clock.
No, this is the 6
9
o'clock
o'clock?
turn.
6 o'clock. Where is the other? Oh, 6 o'clock turn. Oh, we got a long time to go yet, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to take a look at the scenario rules, but we've got at least a few more hours of daylight at Aspern-Essling.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Um,
So, which one did you want to do first, David?
Wait a minute. This is. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, this is the 6 o'clock turn.
Okay. All right. So let's do this guy here first.
Okay.
Data analysis shows too many variables.
34.
Got that. Jeez. 3, 12, 14, so 30. What was he? Well, it's 36. And
It's probably a 2 to 1. We're not that much different from each other.
it's more than that because I have this heavy that added in.
Oh, okay. Well, he's half dead.
Yeah.
So you have to factor that in, and he's tired,
Yeah.
so he's quartered whatever his usual factor would be, right?
Well, it's I'm figuring it.
Yeah.
So it's 7/13 of 50 times um, 50, 7/13 of 50. So that's 27, and so it'll be 13 plus, what did I figure? 27, I think, or that. So 40.
Okay, and I've got 14. So you're at what, 2.5 to 1?
2.5 to 1.
Yeah, not
Is
enough
that-
for
is
3 to
that-
1.
Is that a column? Okay, so
Yeah.
2.5 to 1. All right. Yes, it is a column. Okay, so, and
Doesn't look like anyone's got any leaders there that I can see. So just straight up roll.
straight up roll. Boom.
31.
31.
So you lose 1, I lose 2, and I have to make a morale check.
So I lose 1. So he is now exhausted.
All right, and I'll make my morale check, and we pass.
He is exhausted.
Tired horses.
Exhausted is halved, or
No, if you're exhausted, you're
thirded.
thirded. If you're tired, you're halved.
Thirded.
And then just go ahead and mark the guy with the appropriate French tired marker.
What I should have done is I didn't. I should have tried to move this guy and put him right here so that he had his zone of control there, and that would have prevented you from doing it. But I did not do that because you could not retreat through a
okay.
zone of control.
You live and learn.
Live and learn, yes. So, so I guess you're going to
Yes, I would retreat.
retreat.
So let me
So
pick up
you're
this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll move him back here.
now there was
And then you
something. What
can
was that?
advance into that hex and initiate combat. Or you could just stay where you're at and just be tired.
All right, now so you all right, so you're tired, right? Where did you go back to? I don't think you can go back that far.
I move
14,
back here.
did you
I can move, so I'm here.
you can retreat
Yeah.
1/2 of your movement.
Yeah, so my printed
And your
movement value
movement-
is 14, so half of it is going to be 7. So that's going to be
But your
3,
movement's half.
4, 5, 6. No, my movement's
your
not
movement-
halved. My
You're
combat
tired.
value is halved. So that's the difference between the 5th edition and Premier. In 5th edition and regs and some of the others, your movement value is also affected when you're tired and exhausted. In Premier, it's only your combat that is is fractioned. So you can advance into that hex if you want to, or you could stay where you're at and just be marked as tired.
Yeah. All right, I will stay and just be marked as tired. Tired. I'll do that. No. Okay, I think that's done.
Hey, David, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Look at that. You've got 2 loss markers. One lot. Shouldn't that be combined?
Yes.
And where was it that you lost the cavalry guy? Was it? It must have been here, right? Because we have to mark him.
Or
No, he lost the increment,
Oh,
but because he lost an increment, he's not going to be able to recover.
Right. He's that.
we can just change the marker there, give him a different one. Here's one that
And
we haven't used
that-
for a while.
Right, and that's the same with this one too.
Oh, okay.
Because he participated. Well, did I lose?
I don't remember
Yeah,
whether he lost.
He lost the increment too, didn't
He did.
I believe
Good.
so.
Well, I'm glad your fire combat was more successful than mine. Robert got away fairly. Fairly.
I got away
scot-free.
with murder. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was worried everything would be gone.
Where does that phrase "scot-free" come from?
I don't.
You think it
know.
was like?
That's a good question.
Is somebody named Scott, like one of the Scottish guys or something like that?
All right.
Huh.
So this
I gotta look
guy
this up.
needs a French marker on him too. All right. So now we can. I've got a few that remove their. All right. So this guy down here, he removes his exhausted because he just sat tight for 2. And here's bump. He's French turn. These 2, same thing.
Right.
Data analysis shows too many variables.
And let's see, where do I want? Do I want to change their facing? I guess that facing is good. All right, now we got lots of stuff to roll for. Starting at the bottom here. Start this guy here. Let's see, boom. 21, what's the officer?
So from the various definitions, scot-free means like tax-free.
Tax-free.
So he's got a 3, 26,
from maybe
21,
Scandinavian.
24. No, he is still.
You should have known that, Eric.
He did.
Do you
not
have
recover.
you have some book you looked that up in, Rob?
He's got this thing
I
called
looked it up
Google.
online. Yeah. I
Oh.
Googled
10,
You've got
12,
Google.
14.
What's that?
it. Jay, I looked it up on the most accurate information site in the world, Wikipedia.
I'm gonna roll for this guy here. Okay, he's fine.
He's happy.
So now he's just exhausted.
Happy but exhausted.
Or scot-free could also mean like your army doesn't have the Scottish Highlanders.
All right. That's all right. So I'm doing. Here's my cavalry. All right. Boom. Oh yeah, he's really happy. He's already got an exhausted marker on him, so good for him. Next one here. Boom. 15. No, I think he's not happy.
Nope, he's gonna keep running away.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All one increment of them.
Yeah, there's not much left.
5, 6, 7.
They did their
wouldn't
best.
even-
I think they
you
were.
wouldn't-
That's some German.
we were
Those are like
very
those
brave.
Baden dragoons or somebody. Some poor German
Something
allies.
like that.
There's just enough of them to go find a bar and hang out at.
Let's go find a keg of wine and.
That'd be fun to drink
All in
with
a
him.
day. Probably.
Okay. Now the other all the infantry here is yours. So
Oh, you want to give me the okay. All right. All right. So let's see these guys here. Okay,
Okay.
I'll start with these guys. Let's see. That's not.
I suspect they are going to keep running away. That's a 14. So
Yeah, they're 23. So,
they're good, but they're not that good.
so they'll go
Then I
one,
got to go
two,
back.
three.
Yeah, 8.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So they could get like back here.
5.
Or 1,
Well, if
2,
they go
3,
in the
4.
woods, keep far enough away here
1,
in the
2,
woods.
3.
they're far enough away here if you want.
Yeah.
How? Where? Where?
Right there.
Yeah. 15 is like here. That row.
All right, and then we'll roll for these guys. They're half dead, so they're -9, right?
Yeah, so they're minus 12. So -6 for being half dead, -6 for
Let's
being
not even figure in the leader unless it's close.
yeah, just
No.
36. Yeah, that's going to be a 16. So I don't think La Bossière is that good, but you never know.
Data analysis shows too many variables.
1,
The
2,
Count
3,
of San
4,
Diego
6, 7.
leads with his troops.
He's leading from the rear.
Are you kidding? I'm already thinking about who's going to take the fall for me.
Is that it?
Wow. I got a couple.
You got it.
I got a couple subordinates I'm thinking of already.
How about your partner? He's right there. He's
I would never spread disinformation or deceitful things.
disparaged David. Okay.
No, David.
All right, you've got
David's-
one more chap over here, I think.
David's beyond reproach.
There you go.
But the
I-
guy in the top, did he pass?
So this
All right,
guy
so-
had disordered. He was over here, and he
Oh.
voted.
He
So
failed
the only
already.
one left for Rob to roll for is this guy over here.
This poor sod. If
Yeah.
I roll 66, he's like happy. Oops, where'd it go? I don't. Oh. No. They should just be taken off the board. That's all I can say.
Oh, they are not. Well, there's only a fraction left. They should go
Hmm.
join that one increment of Baden cavalry, and together you could make,
There should be rules for like consolidation. It's like push people together.
Well, with the Jena game, the Saxons, if they every time they routed, every turn they routed, they would lose an increment. And so what happens is after a while they just kind of melt away.
Melt
So,
away.
Yep. So every turn,
I like
next
that.
turn, next
They
turn.
melt.
So pretty soon they're gone. Poof. So
I like that.
and that was in the Prussian one. I don't know if they carried that over into any of the other ones, because I think the Saxons show up at Wagram.
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah. They were, I think, under Bernado's command, and they very conveniently were wearing white coats and the Austrians were wearing white coats. So they suffered friendly fire, and Bernadotte was trying to rally them as they went running by, and of course Napoleon just happened to be within range of watching all of this, and I think he almost ate his hat yelling at Bernadotte for the performance of his troops.
Well, that was that guy from San Diego, Harold. What's his name? Or the guy that puts on the con there.
Yeah.
And that's he was playing them.
Oh, was
And
he? Okay.
yeah,
I
the guy.
knew-
I don't know if Rob, if you guys know him, but he runs that Historicon or something
Yeah.
there in San Diego.
I haven't participated in that because it hasn't been live, and I haven't been impressed with the online part of it. So
Yeah, I tuned in, I think last year for a portion of it, but I don't know that they've done much. They've got a Discord channel, and I think, as Robert said, they tried to do some kind of virtual convention this year as well. Usually they have it in January or something like that, as I recall, like on a weekend. So, but I've never attended it in person, so I don't know what.
right. No, they do kind of events. They're now kind of doing events throughout the year, but
Okay.
they are doing like featuring a designer. They have like interviews with the designer, and then they play the game online.
Interesting. All right.
Hasn't interested
Well,
me enough to put
we've
them
got
on
all
the phone.
kinds of wild and wacky things going on here, don't we? So
Yeah,
I think you guys have a couple of these guys that are here. Don't they recover one level of readiness?
no, they will recover one level of readiness in our turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, because they moved back this turn, but they're marked as allied turn recovery type of a thing.
No.
So
All right.
But he
Allies.
does have this one here.
oh yeah.
Wait a minute. That's marked as a French. So
That's because
if it's
they
marked.
countercharged.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Yeah.
So they would. So yeah, we should clear them off. So they should be fresh.
Are they fresh or did they move back a half? I think.
Well, they wouldn't have moved back half during the French turn.
No, they would have done you during your last turn. That's.
Yeah.
I don't think
So-
that's where they were with it. They moved to get there.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they're still tired, because I think
Yes.
they charged, but then they got shot by your guns last turn, right? Which is I
Yes.
think why they during the offensive phase they went to a French marker. So I think that's why they had that. I suspect that's what it is,
Yeah. It's
because we don't have bounces where we're moving that far back.
right. Yeah, they still have a French marker on them.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, in the
Yeah.
back there, did the Chasseurs and La Ville, did they recover this turn?
They just recovered.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So these guys here. Okay, so yeah, they need an exhausted marker.
No, these guys.
Yeah.
They all had already recovered.
Oh,
They
okay.
were just exhausted and they didn't move,
Okay, no worries.
and they had a French thing on them.
Okay.
Whatever. All right. So why is the
Okay, cool. Well, Albert, have you scoped out everything that you're going to do?
No, I've been following the action, so but I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Well, it's our charge phase.
do you want to a little discussion or do you want to?
We're the Austrians. Coordinating our command, if we talked with each other and
I-
coordinated things, that would be unhistoric.
I speak Hungarian and he speaks Austrian, German, so we can't talk to each other.
Yeah.
Gets Political too.
Okay. So, all right.
All right.
I've got the emperor counter in the back. He's going to make some orders soon.
Is that so?
All right. All
That's
right.
so.
Any charges then, I guess, would be the question.
The answer is any charges.
No for me.
What have I got to play with?
I don't see and I got anything. Eric has moved all the cavalry over to his side.
Oh, what are you talking about?
He took all the
You've got
cavalry.
boatloads of stuff over there. Boatloads of stuff.
Talk to the emperor about that. Maybe he wants you to have
He
it.
pulled an Ed Wimble.
At Wimble.
Oh no, it's more like a Dennis sport,
Yeah.
where suddenly you've got 5,000 cavalry units charging at you. That's my most vivid memory from playing at Volgrom. Suddenly, 5,000 cavalry come charging at me. He'd mustered just about all of the cavalry reserve, scraping every unit he could grab. And I had
Yeah,
hardly
he did a
anything
good
at
job
all.
of that.
It was complete overkill of the highest order.
Well,
Well,
that's
let's
what
see.
he do what he do.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he does. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to do a couple of charges. Why not? They don't cost.
All right, then we'll watch with great interest.
Watch and learn.
Are they Are they Polish Lancers? No,
Hey,
they're
listen,
Austrians.
They can't all be Polish Lancers. They can't all be Polish Lancers.
I thought, yeah, that's your specialty.
That was so lucky. Those poor buggers. All right.
That's a thing that
That
would
was a
live in
classic.
infamy when he charged and poor Paul, on one like Lancer did like completely demolished the entire line.
Yes,
There.
in a word. In a word. All right. So we're going to have these guys go. They're going to go forward 1. And then they're going to turn 2, 3, 4. These guys here are not the target of the charge. And then 4. And then let's see here. So 4, 5. They're going to move here 6. These guys are the target of the charge. And do you want to
The heavies?
reaction charge?
They're exhausted.
No, these guys are not, and they have
Those
line
guys
of
Oh.
are
sight.
not. Yes.
Yes or no?
Who's it?
What's coming at me?
These
what-
dragoons here.
Those okay, so you got heavies coming
Yep,
at
and I'm
you.
coming in. I'm moving 3 in a row.
He's moved 2 so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait a minute. 1,
1,
2. No, only 1 so far.
but I know. But if I move here, it'll be 3. So
Okay.
I'm just asking if you're going to react or not.
Yeah, let me think just a second here. Let's probably yuck.
I've just got those Chilliers hanging out there, so you.
Yeah. You're going to get some pot shots at him as he goes by, but
Well, it could make me the target. It's 0.
I am.
Oh, I can retreat before Canberra.
Run
Well, you're not the
away.
target. You don't have to.
Yeah,
You just
he's not.
shoot at him.
Your Trilliers are not the target.
Oh, I didn't know you declared a target. Okay.
Yes, he.
Yeah, when I got within 2 of your Trilliers, I said they were not the target.
Oh, I missed that.
All right, what you gonna?
And I am. All right. Do I want to lose that guy or do I want to lose that guy? What else is coming in if you do that? All right. All right. I will reaction. Yes.
Okay.
Say, let's see, boom. That
Yeah, I'm sure
should-
that's good enough for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24.
And they move 2, right? So,
So you
boom.
okay. All right. So we are marked for combat. Good. Bup, 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 bup. Now let's go ahead and do the next one. And we're going to go ahead and have these guys go forward. That's 1. And then they're going to turn. Whoops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys here are the target of the charge.
Okay, hold on a second.
Now, do they get to fire and then fall
Nope,
back into the?
they can retreat back into this unit here, and they cannot add in their fire value or their melee value in any subsequent combat. But they don't get chopped to pieces.
Yes, and then I can square.
There's no square there.
No, they can't see them yet.
Yeah,
you can't see the
These
calf.
guys can't
Oh,
see
it's
them because
below.
the skirmishers are in the way.
Oh, that's true.
And the slope too.
Nope, the slopes don't block line of sight. Remember?
Oh, really? Okay.
No,
All
not
right.
in this game. So we would have basically to square at 0.
So you would bring your guys back into your unit, right? And then if you wanted to try to roll to form square, the distance between us is 2 hexes, right? So you would just go with trying to form square at 2 hexes. And I'm light cavalry, so you'd have a +3 on the die roll, and so you just see what you rolled.
Okay, well that makes sense. Does the leader get to add in or no?
Yeah, the leader adds in because he's going to be in that square, right?
So he adds what plus?
So he is a personality, so he's going to add in. So you subtract 6 from the die roll for him. So altogether, you just have your die roll with a -6. I mean, with a -3. So just go ahead and roll.
I'm trying to find the terrain. Range of 2.
Yeah. So and you're in column. So you'll be anything that's a 36 or less. You're okay. So actually, like a 40. Like a 42, 40, 40,
42.
Yeah, 42, 43 or less, you're okay. Anything above that, you'll be disordered or routed. So a 45,
That's
that's
too
going to
high.
be a 41. So you're going to disorder. So just put a disorder marker on top of the guy.
So,
And let's see what happens.
oh, they subtract 6, so that's 35.
No, it's -6 for the leader, but +3 because I'm light cavalry. So altogether, you had a -3 on your roll. So 45 becomes a 42, and so they disorder.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay. Form square. Mark as disordered. Charge ends. Await defensive fire and melee. So they just sit there with a disorder marker on top of them. And I will go ahead and move these guys up. And we went 3 straight with those guys. So we will be doubled. Okay, that's it for my exciting charges. So now it is time for slightly, possibly exciting movement. Are you ready to move, Albert?
Yeah, ready to
Okay.
get going.
Well, why don't you and Dave go into a separate corner of the universe
All
and
right.
figure out what you're going to do?
Go back to the lobby then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to the lobby,
Back
yes.
to the lobby. All right, so what shall I do here? So, Robert, I'm going to try to pull this Grenzer unit back here, so you get a shot at me 9 to 12 here in the little swamps south of. Nothing.
No.
Okay. All right, and. So
Right, you
that's
still have one increment left.
And we will then move this guy here. And then this guy's going to go here. And this guy's going to go here. And turn. Well, I'm going to put him down here. We just have to rotate him.
So can you have these two guys overlap because they're still
So for stacking
combined?
purposes, right, this guy's only got one increment and this guy's got a bunch. So we don't have more than what our usual would be there.
Right. No, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So what do we do here? Well, a gap has opened in the line conveniently. We'll move these guys forward. And we'll move these guys forward. And those guys are in fair shape. We'll move these guys. Actually, these guys are fresh. We'll move those guys there. These guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys are just going to move out. There's not much left of them. 1, 2, 3. All right. Oh, these guys are a bunch of garbage units, aren't they? Yeah. Well, move this guy over here. And they're going to go into. They're going to flip and unlimber there. And these guys are going to move back here. And Bellegarde is going to move there. Okay. Come on. That's not what I wanted to do.
What's that? Oh, out of
I
command.
hit instead of
Yeah,
the
you're
rotate
fire.
me screen.
It's out. They're all out of command. now.
Yeah, exactly. They're out of command. There we go.
Hungarians can't
This
understand
guy,
what is being said to them.
rotate him. All right. All right, now
You've got a line in the swamp.
I do. I have the line in the swamp line. And we will move these guys up there. That's where they'll go. Okay. All right. So that's done over there. Now over here, north of Aspern. Let's go ahead and push these guys right here like that. And these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to go right down there. And who's over here? 1, 2, 3. And these guys are going to change into line. Four, and they'll have to change there, so they will, let's move them back here, turn them a fraction. There we go. There we go. All right. And then these guys, they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys are going to go there. These guys are going to come down here in mass.
Endless number of
I'm going to try to
bodies.
limber these guys. I
Yeah.
need a 5 or a 6, I think. No, they're going to stay where they're at. So we'll just leave them there. These guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys 1, 2, 3. These guys here. Whoops. These guys here 5 or a 6, I think. 2 limber. Whoops. Wrong die. Nope. So they will just prolong. And then we'll leave these guys here.
You prolong them after you've made the decision to.
Yep,
limber them.
that's how you can do it. These guys are in bad shape. We'll just park them there. These guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put them right there. These guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and then we've got stuff here in the middle, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2. Let's put these guys in mass. We'll put these guys in mass. Well, I've got a couple of things that I want to move, but Dave's cavalry could react, so I want to wait and see what he does first. So let me just put these guys back up here. All right, do we have cavalry that's wandered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And these guys. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those guys just recovered. All right. I think I've got most of my stuff moved that can be moved. Oh, let's get rid of that. These guys are going to go 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. That's where they could go. Okay. I'm going to pop up and talk to Dave real quick.
Sure, you want to just go back there?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay,
Well,
let's
until
just
we
do that.
start doing shooting and stuff.
Well, we could just do all shooting at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go up there.
Let's see. Nathan is saying, afternoon. Does this title do anything to reflect cover barges being sent down the Danube? Yes, Nathan, it does. There is a whole game that's involved that includes trying to get stuff across the bridges. So, cool. Thanks for tuning in. I've been watching some of your stuff there as well, Nathan. All right. David, I had a couple of things that were moving, and I wanted to...
David's gone to the bathroom.
Oh, shocking.
Oh.
We scared the something out of him, huh? Is that what you're suggesting,
Yeah.
Albert?
He's terrified.
Yeah, I would be too. So, oh my goodness. All kinds of exciting things are happening in Aspern.
Mm-hmm.
And in Essling, you've got stuff going on. Did you get your stuff moved? Oh, it's making its way.
Oh, well, we're in the middle of movement.
Okay.
I've got this area, all these guys in this area
I'm back.
to this area. Okay,
Eric
David's
hasn't moved yet.
So I had a couple of
he's
things I wanted
moving
to
his
move
things
over
away from
here
Aspern.
that would be within a reaction zone of this cavalry here. So I wanted to move it before I.
all right.
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
Can I do it here real quick?
Go.
So they're
I'll
going to
suspend my movement in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you want to opportunity charge those guys as they move up?
No.
Okay. All right. And then these guys are going to do something similar. That's where's our little formation? All right, and they're going to come up and they're going to park themselves here as well.
All Austrians have little formations.
They do. Okay. All right, you can go on. So, Robert, why don't you and I pop down, and then we can start doing
You want to
fire
do that?
combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of just
Okay.
going across.
Yeah. Well, they're going to do their thing, so they're still moving.
Yeah, we're still
moving.
yeah, we're still moving.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. We have
All right.
some exciting.
Defend-
fire- 18 to 10, so it's 1.5 to 1.
Yep.
So roll your dice, move your mice.
I've lost my mouse. Okay.
Roll your dice,
Oh.
move your invisible thing.
I had it set for 3200 DPI, which is too bad.
63.
63.
That's
That's
another hit. Those poor guys are going to be melting away here pretty soon.
One.
All right. Shocking. Shocking. All right. What's next?
Then let's see. I think we'll have Napoleon and this hex. You get those guys.
Okay, so you've probably got a
I think it's
1-to-1
six.
shot.
Yeah, I don't even know. Some of them are sevens, some of them are sixes.
Well, you'd have to get a You'd have to have 15, so you'd have to have like 8 and 7. I don't know that any of your line infantry.
No, none of them are eights.
have
Okay.
8, right? Because you'd have to get 15 because my fire defense is 10. So it's just a 1-to-1
Yeah.
shot.
1-to-1. We get to add in Napoleon's artillery.
Yes, he's directing the musketeers just as if
his-
they were.
His aura just kind of causes the mini balls to go
Yeah.
further. Okay. So 1-to-1.
It's a 1-to-1. Nope.
No. And then these two guys will fire on this guy. So
Okay.
that's probably,
So it's
another
probably the same thing, a
1-to-1.
1-to-1 shot.
1-to-1. No,
Nope.
not even
that's-
close.
You're doing as bad as I did.
Yeah, I know. Now we have choices here. Let's see this guy.
So you're probably, I've got a fire defense of 9. This guy's got a fire defense of 7. So you probably have maybe a 1-to-1 shot.
Let's see. There's
Well,
6.
he's 6, so 6 to 7. So it's 1-to-1.5.
See, and those guys, nobody's suffered any casualties. So.
So that's your best.
Yeah, we'll go after the artillery guy. That there. No, not
Nope.
even close. And
All
then
right.
we get to
I don't know. And then
get
you
to
got that
shoot
one
on-
there. Yeah. So you're just going to be disordered. So it's just your top unit.
yeah,
Half of
3
his
then.
usual fire. So it's going to be like 3 to 6.
3 to 6. 1
And
to
there's no
2.
pluses. So it's a 1 to 2. 62 at 1 to 2 is a single hit.
Nice.
Yes. All right.
Maybe you'll
And
fail
I
your
gotta make a
morale
morale
check.
check. Here we go.
11.
No, 53.
Oh,
It would have been great if that had happened.
that would have been
They
funny
would've-
because then you'd have to retreat over the top of
I know. I
somebody.
would have
and-
had to go over the top of my units, and that causes the
Well,
always...
let's make it exciting. Do it again a couple more times until you get an 11. If that makes you so excited.
Oh yes, I live for that sort of thing.
I know
right.
you like that. That's it. For me, I think everything else is day.
Okay. All right. So
You get to shoot.
yes, I do get to shoot. So let's start down here in the beautiful swamplands of Greater Austria. So we'll have this guy. He's got like 4, and then this guy's got, I don't even know what he's got here. He's got 5. He's got 10. So he's got 5. So it's a like a 9 to 12.
Mm.
Nope. All right, and then these guys here are going to fire there. The Jaegers, I think they've got, yeah, they got 4 increments left, so that's going to be 12. And then these guys are going to throw in another, say, 1.5. So it's a 1-to-1 shot on those chaps there. 53, that's a hit.
Oh.
So they are down to, well, they're down to 2 increments. But they've got to make a morale check since you check on evens. So they're half dead.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
gonna
they're out of
disorder. Yeah. So they'll go like, they got to go back 3. So 1, 2, 3.
3 hexes or 3 points?
So 3 hexes.
Okay, so they go back to 1, 2, 3.
And there we go. And then put the disorder marker on him.
Oops.
Oh,
wow.
out of command as well.
Why doesn't it let me? Oh, I can't stand this thing. They need to fire the people who did this system.
Well, there's somebody was telling me that there's another system called tabletop wargaming or tabletop simulator.
I've seen that one
That's
too.
yeah.
I looked at the demo of that. That sucks as bad too.
Yeah. Well, unless you want to spend some time creating something that will allow us to save a flight from North Carolina and Dallas every night we want to play. That's kind of what it is. So
I know, but it's just frustrating, and
yeah.
it's not the same. Playing this online over Discord is totally not what I consider wargaming in a lot of ways.
Well, it's better than a poke in the eye. All right, so these
Yes.
guys are going to be half. So instead of 40 factors, they're 20 factors. So that's going to be 20 to 10. So it's 2 to 1, shifted to 2.5 to 1 for canister. So let's go ahead and roll on +2 for Hiller. 44 becomes a 46. That's another hit.
That's probably it.
And I'd say you need to make a morale check, but
Napoleon's
you've got
there.
Napoleon there, and he doesn't care. He's so good. All right, then these two chaps are going to combine on this. So I don't think we'll be able to get 5, 9. Yeah, so we don't have enough to get 1 to 1. So we're at
12.
1 to 1.5. So here we go. 35, that's a miss. Okay, and then here we've got, I think we had 12 and 12, 24 plus another 12, 36, plus these guys for what they're worth. And I don't know that they're worth much of anything. That's going to be 40 to 12. So it's still a 3 to 1 shifted to 4 to 1 for canister. 54 at 4 to 1 is 2 hits.
Ouch.
Yeah,
That's good.
they're up to, there's only 2 increments left. Not much to write home about.
And it's morale check time.
Yes, with a minus 6
9.
for being mostly dead.
Oh,
Hey,
they
they
don't
don't care. All
They like
right.
being shot at.
Then over here, we've got 12 and 12, and then another 12. So that's going to be 36. And then we'll throw in the guns. And the guns are another 8. So that's going to be 42. 42 to 12 is
3 to 1 shifted to 4 to 1.
yeah, because we it's not quite enough for 4 to 1. We need to get up to 48. So not there this turn. All right, so 4 to 1. 43. That's a single hit.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Then these
That's
guys
good.
here are going to fire on
Oh.
this cavalry. So that's going to
Okay.
be a 2 to 1 shot against those guys. 66.
Oh my god.
That is definitely a hit. Well, on 2 to 1, that's actually 2 hits. And a morale
It
check.
is.
So they're up to 8.
Well, that's Dave.
I know, but you can go ahead and mark the unit and make a morale check for them.
I don't know. I don't want to have that responsibility.
You don't really have the responsibility. It is a piece of digital dice that you are throwing.
Oh no, it's all fixed.
Yeah.
It's like the elections with Trump. It's all
There you
fixed.
go.
I'm gonna have the Proud Boys come and investigate this.
Go ahead and roll for them. See if they
Okay.
pass.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
they're happy. That's another good roll. Okay.
know, but
Now we just need to update this so that way we know that they're not going to recover.
because they got shot
Yeah,
at.
because they got shot. So we'll put a different marker on them. What haven't we used recently? We use this light blue one. Okay. All right, that's it for my fire combat. So now we can do some regular combat. So let's start. Let's start where? We'll just start here. So
Okay,
I'm
yeah, I don't
gonna
know how much you
have
have there.
I'm gonna have 5-1 on you easily.
Easily. Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna have that guy go. He's half dead. I'll have this chap and this chap do the assault. So we'll do this one here. I've got a +9. So he's going to go in. And then this guy, 14 +9. That's going to be a 24.
26, 31.
31.
What are they?
They are. Come on.
I can't even see.
Here we go. That's the guns.
Now they're all disappeared.
Yeah. And this guy is a
Oh,
25. Oh, he's actually decent.
They just
Okay.
barely passed.
Yeah. All right. So we've got. You've only got 2 increments, so it's a 5-1 any way you slice it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh, where's my chart? Oh. Okay.
All right. So 5-1. No pluses, no minuses, since there's no leaders. And 11. It's a good thing I didn't have a leader there. Well, the result is the same at 5-1.
DD 11.
DD. So, number
DD.
3. All defending
And-
infantry, disorders, retreats, losing an increment for each enemy zone of influence exited. So you're not going to lose a increment because zones don't go into the town.
Yeah.
But you do have to move back 3 hexes.
1, 2, 3. So these guys all have to make morale checks.
Eric,
Yes.
do you have to have a morale better than I got a 26 and the morale's 26?
Nope, they failed.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Thanks.
you have to. So now here's the question: Where was the combat happening?
In a forest, in a town.
So where? So show me where. Was it over here?
Wait a minute. Let me see.
So if you're in line, remember Austrians. If they're in line, their morale is improved by 3, and if they're in town, their morale is improved by 2.
It's right here.
Well, that's a garden, so that doesn't.
Okay, so it didn't help.
Nope, didn't help.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
All right.
so
So it's
Disorder.
-3, right?
Wait a
So you
minute.
went back 3. So you just make morale checks. There's no pluses or minuses. It's just a regular straight up morale check for everybody.
Are you sure?
Yep.
For somebody retreating through a hex?
Yep.
Okay.
So the only time
Well,
it's modified is if it's cavalry going over the top of infantry, or vice versa.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
So
in
these
5th edition
guys-
rules, it's a different story. So those guys passed, and then you've got your 8-7, 25.
Yeah.
Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. 25.
Oh,
Nope,
they
they're
did.
going to disorder.
So they go back 3, right?
Yep, they're going to go back 3 also.
So where do I push them? 1, 2. Oh, I have to push them over there because, or I could go 1, 2, 3 and have these guys all roll again with a
Yep,
-3
with a
now.
-3 on their rolls.
I guess so. Who cares? All right. Okay. These guys are disordered. Yeah, but if they fail, then these guys will have to make another morale check.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the sort of cascading stuff. When we were playing the Moscow game, poor John had like a whole boatload of stuff fail.
Going.
So,
Okay, we'll
all right,
roll for
roll
these
for that
guys.
one.
Oh,
They're
they're out
going
of
to
there.
route.
So
And
they
then
now
roll for
go
the other one.
another.
No, so roll
Huh?
for the other one.
Oh, okay.
22.
No, they
They're
route
going to
too.
route. So just route them back. They don't go over anybody else. Because the idea is this guy hits them, they route. He moves there, they route. And then he goes there. So it's not a case where now they got to go over the top of him. So just go ahead and route those guys back. These two back.
Don't these guys?
Nope.
Don't these guys now have to roll?
Nope,
Oh,
nope,
because
nope. So the idea is they were here. As soon as they moved there, this guy failed his morale check, right? So then they're
is
going to
it?
route, and then they move there. Those guys route. So this guy, it's not a case where they like leapfrogged each other and then they made a morale check. If you're
Yeah,
thinking about it,
I see.
yeah,
All right, so they move back the
they're going to
remainder of
move back
their,
their full movement value.
or the remainder.
No, they're going to. So
They already
these
moved
guys are
back
done
3.
moving. These guys are routed. Those guys are routed. So they're each going to
They
move
have to move.
7.
They already moved 3, so wouldn't they move just 5 more?
No, 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 no. This guy is fine where he is. This guy routed, and this guy routed.
They
right?
already moved back 3 already.
This guy hasn't moved at all. Has
Oh
he?
no, he hasn't.
Oh yeah,
No, I don't think he
because
did.
he routed and he went there. Okay. So yeah, so just go ahead and move.
They should
Just
be
move
able-
him back 7, and move that guy back 7. It's complicated, more complicated than it needs to be.
Okay. Not much left. I don't have any reinforcements either. All right. Anything else?
So go ahead and flip the disorder markers over for those chaps.
All right.
Yeah, and then I've got this attack on your infantry here that's disordered.
All right. So they're halved.
Yeah, so
The
they're
whole
going to
stack?
be, yeah, so they're halved because they're half dead, and then they're halved because they're disordered. So they're basically quartered. So they're going to be worth 3 points. And so it's going to be a 5-1. But
no, I
you've
got
your
the
leader
other
there.
I got the other stack there.
No,
too.
the other guys don't count in because they retreated into that hex, right?
Well, what happens to them then?
They just suffer whatever the result is of the guys that are the line infantry. So if the line
Oh.
infantry rout or disorder, then they'll rout and disorder as well. But they don't contribute to the fire defense, and they don't contribute to the melee.
French.
Oh, okay. All right. So you have a
Uh,
minus 3
French,
on
do
that
they
one.
do a morale check on even?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So French make a morale check on even rolls. Then the Austrians are, and I think the only ones that don't are on something else are like the Baden people.
French
Maybe
never
some of
make-
some of the French allies check on evens, maybe. Yeah, so
Oh, here-
Hessians and Baden check on odd. Bavarians check on odd.
Oh, he already left the room.
Oh,
That's because I told him the French never make morale checks.
all right. Well,
All right. So what do you have? You have
okay.
8.
So I've got. It's going to be a 5-1.
Okay, with a minus 3.
Yeah. So 5-1 with a -3. Here we go. 65. So that's going to be a leader casualty. -3 is going to make it.
Still gonna be surrender.
62. Surrender. So the hex surrenders, and
To roll for.
I don't know what happens to the leader if he surrenders, or we roll to see if he survives and escapes. Okay, so leader is captured if the formation he is stacked with is surrenders, but let's check. The leader will move to the closest hex unless the group is completely surrounded by enemy counters, the formation surrendered. So I think he's gone as well as the units, so they just put him on the time track.
Saint Cyr is gone. Poor Saint Cyr.
All right, so these guys move up, and we're going to mark them
I don't
as...
think he was affected in any way in any of these battles.
Well, you can roll for him and see if he
Hold
lives
on one
to-
second. Hold on. Yeah, Wade? Wade? I'll be back 1 second.
Sure.
Wade? All right. William was just checking to make sure I was alive. So I hadn't said
Indeed.
anything for a while. Mhm.
I hope there was not some concern that you were not.
Oh no! Well, after all this, I'm going into my closet and pulling out my pistol and
It's
doing the honorable
it's
thing.
only digital. It's only digital stuff. Well, let's go.
I
I
think-
mean, we're
I
kind of
think-
done over here. The only thing that I need to do kind of here is roll for the guns here that are disordered. So I'm going to have a -3 for being disordered, +2 for Hiller, so I just have a -1 altogether. 16 becomes a 15, and they are 15, so they are going to not... So the top one is going to, well, they're just going to route in place.
No, why did you roll for them? Wait, hold on.
Because they were disordered,
Oh, that's
right? This is my
okay.
recovery phase.
Ooh.
So instead of recovering, they failed their morale check.
So now what are they worth?
So now they can't fire, and their melee value is, I don't know what it is, a third or something like that. There's practically nothing left of them.
Oh,
So They
there's
will
blood
be
in the-
they will be pretty much fodder for you, provided Napoleon doesn't get shot off his horse next turn.
Well, you can't kill Saint Cyr, so
Yes.
already-
Yeah.
he's got some blood rage going. 'Cause
There
he
you
likes
go.
her.
Going berserk.
He is. He's getting out his hatchets.
All right, and
Alright.
I don't think I had any other units over here that were... So I'm going to take some of the markers off of my guys. Because they have not moved.
What happened to all my reinforcements? I don't have
Do,
any.
do, do. I'm going up to the lobby where David and Albert are.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys.
Okay, so he's in battalion mass. All right, so he's got a hit. Howdy.
Hello. Did you make some assaults, Albert?
I haven't gotten to that point yet.
Oh,
Where's my...
are you still doing defensive fire?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, have you guys done offensive fire yet?
We're doing that now.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
We're at about our last one.
Okay.
Right, we're firing right now on this guy right here.
Roll this thing. Okay, 31 and so dang it. Come on.
Did he?
I'm sure he's fine. Those guys are
Yeah, those are the heavies. They've got really
yeah,
good
15.
morales.
Yeah.
All right, so mark him as if he didn't take a hit though, did he? So
Yes, he did.
he did take a hit, so he can't recover. You
Right.
need to mark him.
Right, so I'm using this blue one here because your cavalry over on this side also got hit. So I'm using this one for people that got shot this turn, indicating that they were on a different level.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so now we got one more shot to take, and that would be on this dude right here. And we've got, we've got the artillery, which is 8
Mm-hmm.
plus the 4 from each, 24 from the hexes,
You're gonna have
the infantry.
32.
So 32 to 6, which is a 5-to-1,
Shifted to 6-1 for
and is a 6-to-1. I forgot to do 6. Oh no, well, the other one was not epical. So it's 6-to-1 with a 65.
So that's going to be 3 hits and a leader casualty.
Who's my leader there? Oh,
You've
no.
got España.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright,
roll
so-
die and see if he gets snuffed.
Well, Dave, don't feel too bad. I had Saint Cyr captured.
4.
So a 4 is an arm wound. Roll 1 die for a number of hours out.
Oops, that's not what I wanted. It's 1 die. Bump. All
So
right,
we got
6 hours.
hours. Okay, and then make a morale check with a minus, I think a -4 for España. And
Oh.
the horses don't care. Who was it that got
Mhm.
shot off their horse? Oh, we don't care.
Yeah, one of those humans.
And I took 3 casualties, right?
You took, yes, 3 casualties.
All right, so this guy is going to go up on the turn chart. And we're at. All right, so. All right. Hours. What hour are we on? We're
We're
on
at 6 o'clock, so he's coming back at midnight.
7,
But
8, 9.
yeah, it doesn't really.
Well, all right. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do assaults on this guy. So both these guys will try to. This guy? This guy will try to assault these people. Okay. So I have
These people, you got to call them Frenchmen.
those people, as Robert E. Lee used to call them, the Yankees. Those people.
So Albert, you've got. So I don't. You want to take a look at what your odds are, right? Because this guy's only got 4 that he can throw in, and this guy's got 9, so that's going to be 13. So you're like at 1-to-1.
13 to 6.
So you're going to have
13 to
minus-
6. Wait a minute, 13 to 6.
No, he's got artillery there, so it's 8.
8. Okay, so
Because the artillery has got 2 increments. So
well, I don't see any reason. I don't see any reason to do that really. So I've got the. I think maybe I'll just not assault. Maybe it's better just to beat him down a little more.
yeah, I mean, you'd be on the 1-to-1 chart. You'd have like a minus.
Yeah,
3
1 to 1.
die
1 to
roll
1
kind
is
of
not.
thing.
1 to 1 is not great.
Well, not
Well-
for the Austrians generally. So we already. So David, Albert, do you have any more assaults over on your line?
No.
Line?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then we still have this one charge to resolve over here, right? Where your light
All
cavalry
right.
against my heavy cavalry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I am 42. That's probably about 3 exactly. So 6 off. So that's going to be 36. And then it's doubled since you're light cavalry. So it's going to be 72.
Oh, 3, yeah. What?
And you got about
5,
9
8.
off of yours.
5/8 of 23, whatever that is.
So if we figure, 8 goes into 24 3 times. So we just take 9 off.
15.
Yeah. So 15 to 76 or 72. And we're looking at 4.5 to 1 odds.
I don't think there's a 4.5. No.
There is a 4.5 to 1.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, there is.
I don't have a leader there. I don't think you've got a leader there either. So it's just straight up roll. Here we go. 32. That's going to be a DD. So you are going to defending cavalry 13. Retreat. So you're going to route, retreat 10 hexes, lose any increment for every enemy ZOC exited. So you lose 1 for that hex. You lose another 1 for that hex. You'll lose another one for that.
that.
Yeah, so you lose 3.
3 there. So now I'm down to 2. So bump, I route. So I go back 14?
You go back 10.
10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I lose 3. Oops, that's increase. And I'm routed. Okay.
All right. And that kind of takes care of things, at least for my melees. I already rolled for my recoveries.
Well, I haven't rolled for mine. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got some. These guys are fresh.
All right, you want to roll for your, let's see, you got some disorders there, and you still got a PGD in the back there.
Yeah, I'll roll for him. Okay. And he's back.
So he's exhausted.
And here's our marker for this turn.
What's that marker for?
That's to let us know
That's
that he's exhausted.
when he can,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
this particular.
when he can take the exhausted.
Oh, okay. All right. See, got me exhausted. Let's see.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. That's not right. Exhausted. Where are those?
Oh,
Yeah,
it.
just,
I got it.
just flip that. Just flip it. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right, then I come down. I've got these two disordered guys. One of them's here.
Okay.
Okay. He's okay. I got another guy over here.
Okay.
21.
He
Oh,
is
not
not okay. I mean, the Jaegers are good, but they're not that good.
yeah, so he's going to go back 8. So let's see. So, damn it. That always happens to me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It always moves on me at the last hex. Okay, so let's see. I've got to take this tire off
Nope.
right here.
This guy
Why?
is still no.
Why not?
He's not. He's French tired because he got shot. Remember, he had a little French marker on him. So he's
Okay.
actually he's not ready for prime time yet. He'll be.
And
better
I
after
did have a
next week.
question. What happened to your cavalry guy you retreated?
Me?
No, I'm asking Eric. The one on our turn that you retreated.
Oh,
The
that's
light.
this guy over here. You're right. Yeah, he should be tired still.
But he also he could not move this turn.
He
I don't
didn't
think
move.
he did.
He didn't-
Okay,
he didn't
but
move. Yeah.
you also put a blank counter on him and he can't move that.
Yeah,
on
but
the next.
he didn't move anyway. So,
Right. Yeah, I was just making sure.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Yeah, thanks for reminding me because I was moving stuff around and forgot about him. Okay.
All right, so we're at the end of the turn. Is this a good time to stop?
I think so.
I think so too. Yes.
So I will advance the clock to the 6:20 turn. So
Dave,
We get the guard.
Are you guys ready to surrender your swords?
I don't know. Aspern is looking pretty bad. We just lost a whole bunch of stuff
Yeah.
there. So
He's got Napoleon over there doing his best. He's about ready to take out those heavy guns that I had.
Yeah.
They failed to recover their morale, which was surprising. I rolled like a 16. Anything higher than that, they would have recovered. But machinations of fate.
Guard's coming in.
Oh.
Well, the guard will come in and save the day.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then,
1620, we get the Fusilier and Chasseurs.
We don't get much
Trilliers.
else. Yeah, so
yeah, we do get reinforcements next turn.
well, let's. Yeah. Well, I encourage you to hang in there so we see how the game plays.
yeah, I
I
mean,
don't
Because I don't think it.
You just like enforcing pain, don't you?
Yes, they do.
I don't know. I don't know how badly. I mean, you still have majority of both towns. You have all of Essling
but
and a majority of Aspern.
no, they don't. They've only got 4 hexes
they-
of Aspern.
Oh, they used to have 6, so they
We're down to.
okay.
We got 5. Yeah, we got 5 hexes of it.
Are there 5 hexes? 1, 2, 3.
I think there are 11 hexes altogether
Yeah.
in the town.
Oh, that's not a town. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
we only have 4 left.
So it's it's interesting. I mean, if you guys, I mean, at this stage in the game, it's going to be tough sledding for the French, to put it mildly, just because of the amount of losses you've suffered.
Well, you got some fresh stuff.
Yeah,
still.
I still have tons of stuff that's waiting in the wings.
I see like 50 or 60 increments just sitting
Yeah.
out there. And
Yeah.
Okay.
So it
Fine.
could
Yeah,
be the sort of
I-
thing that if you guys wanted, we could play another turn or two, or we could start all over again, and we could switch up who's playing what, or we could play a different module.
I just think all our units that are on dead pile should just come back as zombies.
Is that it? You've got the what was it in Game
All
of
just-
Thrones? It was the Ice King or something.
Oh,
like that.
the White Walkers.
Oh,
yeah.
the White Walkers. Yes, there you go.
There you go.
And there was somebody he does something and he brings the dead back to life. So
Yeah,
that's what you
the
need.
Ice King
There
or
you go.
whoever was called.
Yeah, yeah,
White Walker King or
yeah. I can't
Yeah,
remember what it
I-
was, something, but
I'm kind of thinking it looks pretty. Personally, it looks pretty. It's almost to the point where this point it's just trying to scramble to stay together, and it's like not being fun anymore.
yeah. Well, and that's what I mean. I don't want us to be playing when it's not fun.
no, but I do.
Fun for him.
Hell, I just got started.
That's right. He hasn't been around for a
That's
while.
true. You have
Masochist.
been. You have been. Yeah. So we could try to find if we didn't want to keep playing this, we could find a module that's where we'd be more engaged right off the bat, kind of a thing. Or we could play another turn or two, whatever you guys want to do. But I mean, right now
Yeah.
it's pretty bleak for the French, certainly over at Aspern.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I don't have much left to throw in there.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
I can see maybe a
It's going to
couple
take
attacks.
3 turns for the guard to even get up there to help, and it's really only 4 battalions right now of it.
yeah, which is
That's-
not going to make a huge difference.
It'll give some pain, but it won't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the biggest issue is that we've kind of got the center. We've kind of so if we just keep pushing down more, we'll have Aspern completely surrounded, and Essling is going to get things are going to get dicey there too. So it's a tough one for the.
Yeah, we can hit Essling from the where all the haystacks are or the gardens are. Come in that way.
Yeah,
Close the door, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because with that group that's coming in from Gross Eisendorf, you could just kind of put them right in here, and
So there's that group.
yeah, and then
there's
you've
that
got
group,
guys
and
coming
then-
down, oh yeah, you got those guys
then
coming
I-
down from Rasdorf too.
And there's these guys who can come.
Swing
This
right
way.
around, man, like kind of what you already
Oh,
did.
I
A
know,
little
yeah.
bit of a.
Yeah,
Kind of lost the road on both sides there. So
yeah, we've
Yeah.
kind of taken the road on both
highway
sides.
between the two.
So I kind of got. I mean, it was lucky getting that result here. I didn't. With that cavalry charge, that was a lucky result. So
Yes. Yes.
because then that is going to make it hard for you to try to bring anything in on that other side to support. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and save the file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just way too much to fight against there.
I'd say.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Well, and we've been fairly lucky in that we haven't.
Yeah, we've been real lucky.
Yeah, I mean we haven't
Generally.
gone on a level, which is fairly easy for the Austrians to do. So there was a couple of times we were close, but then we rallied there, and so we haven't gone on a level. That would kind of tip things for the Austrians, kind of make it hard for them to push until they get one of their divisions to recover, and so then you got to pull people out of the line to get to put the other one in. So we'll kind of see, but I'll take a look at some other modules and see if we want to do something else. So if we don't want to do this, or continue on with this, or maybe after we do a few more, then we can look at another vassal module. So
All right.
All right.
cool.
Sounds good.